Hi guys and girls, welcome back to Watch the Time. Today I'm going to be looking at a Seiko 5 SNKL23. My version is the J1 version. Only subtle differences in the J's and the K's. I'll go through them briefly in the video. It's a very popular watch, one that you might struggle to get your hands on. I'll try and leave a couple of links in the description of the video because it's not an easy one to find. They stopped making it a while ago. The biggest problem it's faced is the fact that there was an article released by Hodinkee saying it was a $75 watch that looks $1 million, and from there the watch has just skyrocketed and is very, very difficult to get your hands on. I'm going to run through the things I think are pants and the things I think are pucker as always, and give you whether I think you should buy it or not. It's completely up to you. I will leave a couple of links for the Seiko 5. And also, as you'll see in the video, I've put it on a new strap. I'll also leave a link for that strap in the video, in the description, sorry, so you can purchase it if you like. Again, it is an affiliate link, so you are helping the channel, but there's no pressure. Whatever you want to buy is up to you. But thank you for tuning back in to Watch the Time. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so this is the watch. As explained in the introduction, it's the SNKL23. Mine's the J version. This is just sort of a warranty it comes with. It's not signed, unfortunately. And this is the box it came in. As you can already see, I've had it a little while. I've already taken it off the strap that it came with. As you can see, it's still in all its wrapper, and denoting the fact that it's a Japanese version. From what I understand, the only difference between a K and a J is that one's made in a Malaysian factory, hence the K, and J is made in Japan, or something along those lines. So as you can see, it's the SNKL23 J1. You normally pay a little bit more for the J version. Again, from what I understand, the only real difference is the fact that it has made in Japan on the front as well. So if you can see sort of down there, let me get it zoomed in. It will say made in Japan on the dial. If it's a K version, it won't. But other than that, you normally pay a premium for the J version. It's not really worth it, to be honest. I got a good price on this when I bought it on eBay a little while back. I will hunt around to see if I can find you a relevant link that will take you to this watch, but this watch is like gold dust, to be honest. Yeah, there was an article put out a couple of years ago by Hodinkee, who called this watch the $75 watch that looks $1 million. I'm not saying that verbatim, but that's generally what they said. I agree to a point, it does look very nice, but as you'll see when we go through the specs, there is quite a few weaknesses on this watch. So yeah, let me take it off the pillow. Like I said, I put it on this leather butterfly strap that I also bought on AliExpress. I'll leave a link in the description for the strap. Just to be minded that obviously I am an affiliate of AliExpress, so if you buy anything via my links, it will take you directly to the item. The item won't cost you any more money. All it does is give me a small commission, sort of like a finder's fee, for directing you to the link. So I appreciate that in advance. So yeah, this is the watch. Like I said, it came on a stainless steel strap, rolled links. And if you're anything like me, I've got quite hairy arms, as you can see. It's not going to work for me. That's going to pull the hairs out of my arms. So yeah, that's why I took it off. There's a press clasp as well on the outside of the actual of the strap, the leather strap. Stainless steel strap it comes with. Quite nice. It's got brushed on the outside. The inner links are sort of polished. Not a bad look aesthetically from the outside. It's just not a good feel. Really quite cheap, and with the money you're paying on Seiko 5s, you're not going to be expecting much in terms of the straps you get with them. So yeah, put that to the side. So I run through the specs of the actual watch, minus obviously the strap it's on at the moment. Actually, I might do a little detail just because you might want to purchase it from AliExpress. So the strap, the case is all stainless steel. The back is an exhibition case back with the 7S26C movement. It's a workhorse movement. It's been around a very long time. Extremely dated now though, in my opinion, given the fact there's no hand winding, no hacking. So it makes it very, very difficult to change the time accurately, because as I said, the crown's out now. It's situated at 4 o'clock. where the case is it sort of recesses it into the case. It doesn't add any more length or anything to the case. So yeah, push that back in. As you can see, it didn't make any difference. You can take it out though, turn it around, put it in one. You can change the date, no problem, time, date. So yeah, but like I said, it's from my perspective, given the fact we're now in 2020, a 7S26 movement probably isn't going to cut it, and that's probably going to come up in my things that I think are pants at the end. In terms of the case diameter, it's 38 millimeters one side to the other, from there to there. It's not going to be really any longer given the fact that the crown is recessed into the case. I measure the length from here to here as 46 millimeters. So it wears quite well. As I said, 38, 44, and it's only 11 mil thick. So again, it's a good watch in terms of the thickness. There's not much of it. Most of that is going to be from the exhibition case back, the fact it protrudes. But again, if it's your first automatic watch, you are going to want to be able to see the movement, because obviously it plays a big part in your journey in terms of watches. And this is one of the first watches I got in terms of a Seiko 5, not this specific model, but it's a gateway watch, I would say, into watch collecting. So yeah, the dial also, obviously you have a date window at the 3 o'clock, Seiko 5 applied at the 12, automatic 21 joules, and then made in Japan in the 7S26C at the 6 o'clock. Around, you've got applied indices on the innermost part of the indices. There is lume. I will leave a lume video at the end, just sort of highlighting the lume in conditions more appropriate, and also I will leave a wrist shot of it in normal light, so you can see it outside and how it plays with the light. Because what you might not be able to make out as a center, sort of the center ring that sort of surrounds the Seiko 5 and automatic 21 joules is sort of like a polished black, and then the outer part of that is sort of like pinstriping going around sort of through there. So it's very, very nice. It looks beautiful, and I think that's why it got the sort of reviews it did from Hodinkee, because obviously it looks unbelievable. If it had sapphire glass and sort of NH36 movement, you'd be looking at a lot more money. But we'll talk about that in a bit. As I said, the case is brushed and polished. The brushing and polishing is done really well. Again, it just adds another dimension to the watch, makes it stand out. The leather strap I've got at the moment is from Ice Straps on AliExpress. Nice strap. The lug width is 18 millimeters. So in case you want to change it out, that's the size you'll need for the SNKL23. Butterfly clasp for me is preferable to wearing a pin buckle, just because it doesn't leave the wear and tear on the strap that you would normally get from pin buckle clasp. So what we're going to do now, we're going to talk about the things I think are pants, and then the things I think are pucker. The thing I think are pants is the movement, if I'm being brutally honest. 7S26C, it's okay, doesn't look very nice, and also in terms of how it functions, you can't wind it, so you got to wear it. And normally what you do when you first get the watch, you give it a Seiko shuffle to get it going, which is fine. But in 2020, you're probably going to want something that's a little bit more functional in terms of setting the date and stuff. So I would go with that. In terms of the crystal, I apologise, I haven't mentioned the crystal. So yeah, it's a mineral crystal, but they call it Hardlex because obviously it's the proprietary crystal for Seiko. It's going to scratch up. Obviously mine isn't, but obviously I take really good care of my watches, and also I've got quite a collection, so I keep them on rotation. So, but if this was your daily wear, chances are the crystal's going to get all scuffed up. So that might be something to consider as well. And like I said, also the strap that came with it, the stainless steel strap, not fit for purpose in my mind. So they're the three things that I'd say are pants. In terms of what I think is pucker, the actual case finishing, very, very nice. The fact that the crown at 4 o'clock, as is on most Seiko 5s, is recessed, so it just fits into the case, and it sort of add a nice aesthetic that way also. So, and the dial, really, I think the dial was where this watch just stood out for such a long time. The fact that it just plays with the light so well. The fact that there's different textures on the dial, and like you get on most Seiko 5 watches, they're functional in the sense that they've got a date application at the 3 o'clock. which is standard with Seiko 5s, and they're so affordable. But so for me, I'd go with the case finishing that I'd really rate, and also the dial. But in terms of would I recommend this watch, at the moment, it depends what you could buy it for. If you could buy it for sort of $100, sort of £80 or less, then you're winning. If not, then I probably would leave it, given the fact that Seiko 5 now have a new range out with loads of divers and loads of dress watches with an NH36 in the back or RS36 in the back, and that's probably going to be a better watch to go for given the functionality. So I personally, I wouldn't part with this watch. I've had it a while. I think it's beautiful, but there are better watches in the Seiko 5 range in terms of the modern watches to go for. So it's up to you guys. Tell me what you leave your opinions and questions in the comment section. I always love to hear from my viewers. And yeah, let me know what you think. So guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and as always, watch the time. Take care.